And after this, we start at the same place where we left, and we go 3 steps up. Easy, right? But we are trying to blend those 2 notes together. And how we are doing this? So starting off with full volume, and then we are trying to reduce the volume. While we are trying to reduce the volume, we start off with the next note. So the point that I'm getting here is, you don't really need the notations. You just have to train your ears. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to learn a quick Alaap from this beautiful song TERE LIYE, and this was indeed a suggestion by Chaya Moreji. So Chaya Moreji, I hope this video helps you learn that Alaap. So without any further delay, let's set our Shruti box in the scale A and then get to the song. Before we get to the song, I just wanted to share a small thing with you. Many of you have posted in my comments stating I need the notations for this song. I need the notations for this Alaap that you're teaching. I just wanted to tell you something, that when I try to learn something, I really don't go behind the notations. Mainly because it is all about what you're listening. For example, there is this song, Ae Hairate, right? And there is this Sangati that we learnt in that song. Ae Hairate Aashke Jagamat. This Sangati. If you ask me the notations, I really don't know. Because what I did was, this was indeed sung by Hariharan sir in one of the live shows. I heard it. I heard it once, I heard it twice, I heard it 10 times, I heard it 100 times, I heard it 1,000 times. And that's how I learnt this Sangati. And when I learnt it, I did not learn the whole thing. I learnt it part by part. Jaga, jaga, jaga. So I learnt it like parts. And that is the reason I was also able to teach you the way I learnt it. If you ask me now, even I don't know the notations, okay? So the point that I'm getting here is, you don't really need the notations. You just have to train your ears. You listen to the song multiple times and it will register all the notes. In the perfect position, it will register. That is how I have been learning most of the difficult songs. See, notations do help, okay? Because they give you the exact position. But you really can't expect notations for all the songs that you hear, right? This has helped me learn, so I'm just sharing this tip with you. And of late, because many are asking the notations, I'm trying to give it, because even I don't know to notate. I have this instrument which is called the melodica, and with the help of this instrument I'm trying to play that and trying to break that down, and I'm able to give you the notations. So with that, let's jump into the video. The Alaap is a very small Alaap. So this is the Alaap. Very easy Alaap, okay? First we'll learn the notes and then we'll see on the dynamics, okay? Starting with the very first note, the Alaap starts at the note Ga. Where is our Sa? This is our Sa. Sa, Re, Ga, Ga, A. This is the starting position. So right from the beginning, you're starting at one place, skipping one note, and then you're going to the next note. The notations are given on your screen. You can refer that if you need, okay? And from there, you're going 3 steps up. And from here, you go 2 steps down. And after this, you just repeat these 2 notes twice. So if you notice the difference, right? In the previous one, when we went 2 steps down, the gap between those 2 notes were small. Small gap, right? In the next time when you're repeating it twice, the gaps are bigger. So basically, you're saying that note twice. But instead of saying it twice, you're just continuously singing it. So now let's try the whole thing again. And from here, you slide down with 2 notes. And we start 1 step down. This is where we ended, right? The next note starts. So can you see the slide that is happening? Okay. After this, we have ended here. So we start at the same note, go 1 step down. We skip 1 note and then go 1 step up. And from here, you go 1 step up. And then you skip 1 note and go 1 step down. And then finally, you go to the note that you skipped. If you want to understand numbers, it's like 3, 1 and 2. Okay, so that's how you're trying to follow this pattern. Easy, right? So let's try the whole Alaap from the start till this point. Easy, right? And from here we slide down, but the starting of the slide is on a lower side because there is a jump, right? Can you see the jump there? There is a slight jump because you're skipping 1 note and then you're going to the next note and then you're starting it, right? So we are sliding down with 3 notes, right? And after this, we start at the same place where we left and we go 3 steps up. Easy, right? And after this, there is again a jump and then we slide down gradually. Can you see the gradual slide that is happening? That's it. Okay, so let's try the whole Alaap together. Beautiful. Now we'll also see one whole round in swaras also. Okay. Ga pa da ni sa ni da ni da ni da pa ma ga pa da ma pa ga re ne sa re pa ma ga. That is the notations. Okay. Now what all goes into this Alaap is something that we'll have to focus on. Okay. Starting from the first bit, which is so these are the notes. But while you're singing, you sing it continuously, right? That is with continuity. Also, while you're starting, you give full volume and then you reduce the volume while you're going up. Okay. So if you notice it, it will give you an effect like singing as a whole, isn't it? So let's try that once again. Can you notice that? Volume up and then volume down. And that is what is giving that effect. Moving ahead. So this has to be sung continuously without breaking in between. Okay. So this is the whole bit. Now adding that volume effect. The gap between the 3 and the last 2 notes, that is where you're giving that volume effect. And it's the same thing what we learnt in the previous section also, right? So can you see? So the volume is going up and then is going down, right? So this kind of volume effect is used in the entire Alaap. So that is something that we'll have to notice. And also we shouldn't be breaking in between because Alaaps, when you break it, it loses its charm, right? So try to break only at that places where it's needed. Okay. Now moving ahead. Again, this is the repetition of that. So can you see that continuity is also there and the volume effect is there. So that continuity and volume effect, right? And after this, so this is how we slide it down. But while you're singing it as an alap, you should make it seamless, okay? So that blend should be there. There are two different notes that we know, right? But we are trying to blend those two notes together, right? And how we are doing this? So starting off with full volume and then we are trying to reduce the volume. While we are trying to reduce the volume, we start off with the next note. That's how we are trying to blend these two notes, right? Can you see the blend that is happening very seamlessly? So that is something that you will have to focus on while you're doing this, okay? So let's try the whole alap till here from the beginning. Easy, right? See how much progress we are making with that alap, right? So that is something that we'll continue throughout the alap, okay? And from here, you also try and apply another technique. So what are the notes? These are the notes. Now we sing it continuously. Okay? And we apply the volume effect. Right? This is with the volume effect. Now what we do, we also loop these notes. Can you see the loop that is happening? So while you are looping, what you exactly do is, you take the help of the adjacent note that you are singing. These were the notes, right? So can you see the loops that is happening? But you don't show it so prominently, you just soften it, right? So with all those effects that we learned, singing with continuity, the volume control and the looping, that's it. Simple, right? Now moving ahead. Again, here also, even if it is a single note that we are stressing again, the volume effect is still there. So you're starting with the volume and then you're trying to go down, right? With the volume. So the effect is always there, even if it is one note, two notes, or n number of notes, okay? So here it is a simple one because you're just trying to sing it continuously along with that volume effect, okay? And after this, here again, sing it continuously, give that volume effect. While you're going to the note, right, which is at the bottom, you are trying to give that bass effect also, if you see. So your note should sound a bit strong. It shouldn't sound like it shouldn't sound like that, right? You should give that depth to that note. That is very important when you're singing lower notes, okay? Okay? Again, while you're going up, so you're starting with that depth, right? Because it is the lower note. And finally, and while you're starting that, you start with a blend, right? And you come down slow. Step by step, you come slow. Okay? So this was the whole alap. Let's try the whole thing together, applying all the things that we learned. Okay? And while you're singing the first line, break only after the point where it is mentioned on the screen. Okay? Just for learning purpose, we broke that line. But while you're singing the actual alap, try to break at this point, which is highlighted on your screen. Okay? That's it. So this was our whole alap. I hope you all had fun learning this alap. Such a simple yet such a beautiful alap, isn't it? And if you see the visuals that are there in the song, especially for this Alaap, it kind of hits you in a different way, isn't it? That's what it made me feel. So I really hope you are able to pull this off, and I really hope my video helped you learn this. If it did, please do mention that in the comment sections below. I'll be really happy to hear your comments. And Chaya Moriji, thank you so much for this beautiful suggestion. I hope it helped you learn. With that, I'll see you soon in the next week with yet another beautiful song. Please don't forget to share this video with your friends and family, and do subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And keep singing, keep practicing, and take care.